Hi there. Welcome to Whisky-ing, the show about delicious whiskey for unpretentious ladies and gentlemen. Richard here. Today I've got a really hard to find bottle. Now, I don't usually go seeking hard to find bottles, and this is hard to find in the sense that I hauled this a couple provinces away from my parents' place where I'd stashed this some time ago for my home visits. This is 40 Creek Unity, a 2018 bottle. So, as you notice, a little bit empty. It's been sitting around for a while. Still got lots of punch to it. I do know whiskey goes bad after a while. This one's still all right, and specifically, it's more than all right. It's pretty good. I'm going to walk you through it. So, on the nose here, this is bottle a little bit above the normal 40%, 44%. Very gentle, licorice right off the whiff. Not necessarily like that bitter, ugly black licorice that only dads like. I'm a dad and I don't even like it. But just like a nice licorice scent, maybe a little mint, some butterscotch. Like this is, I'm not going to describe it as like candy sweet, but it's definitely got some sweet treats about it. It's that kind of thing. It's a little bit like an after dinner drink if you're that kind of lady and gentleman, going to your smoking room with your Canadian whiskey instead of brandy. Well, let's see what it tastes like. Yeah, on the palate it holds up. There's still a little bit of that licorice, a little bit of mint, maybe peppermint in there. Uh, a good amount of like butterscotch, some maple syrup, kind of woodiness. Very gentle. Not not a ton of complexity, but just nice gentle flavors. Uh, on the finish, though, it kind of falls down a bit. Yeah, because you're enjoying these kind of dessert flavors, and the finish is just a little raw. Like it's just a little bit of alcohol burn. This isn't an overall spicy whiskey. Like there's not a bunch of rye in there. And I love rye, so I can sniff that stuff out. This is not a rye whiskey in that sense. So that finish is just a little bit of alcohol burn. Uh, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, except it should taste like something. I love whiskeys that have a little bit of a lingering finish to it that leave you with some sort of flavor that makes you want more. This one, you're just left wanting more. You have to take another sip to get some flavor out of it. It's all right. It could be a better finish, but one last one. Yeah. Uh, Not sweet like candy, not even as sweet as a bourbon. So I wouldn't describe this as like as some people really hate sweet whiskey. I'm somewhat in that camp, but this one I don't think anyone will find offensive. It's definitely not as sweet as bourbon. It's definitely not as yeasty bready as a Scotch is. It's not spicy like a rye. It's just somewhere in the middle, right? I'm not exactly sure what went into this one, other than some good old Alberta love. 40 Creek, you probably won't find this particular edition out there anymore. A couple years old by now, but 40 Creek's always putting out sort of these special bottling higher end editions. They're still scoring like a really good price. Recent ones I've seen have been in and around that $80 mark, which for Canadian whiskey isn't the top range anymore. But still a top shelf worthy bottle here from 40 Creek, and a lovely addition to your shelf. Also, very good one if you want to get some of your Ryan Coke friends into whiskey. No one's gonna find this too much burn, no punch your face flavors. Really nice. So check it out.